Let's see what party people decide to show up to the T3 Saturday Q&A. I'm working on something right now. That's why I am not using the big camera. I'm using my little itty bitty phone camera here. I had to go pick up some camera parts, and we're gonna do this together because this is the only time I had to work on this. Oh gosh, there's itty bitty screws. I'm screwed. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. Mostly harmless STC gang. Joel Taborski certified T3 bot. In Pompeii, dude. Hope you're safe. Hope you're safe over there in Pompeii. Let's see if I can figure this out. I think I already did. Methinks I already figured it out. Now I'm wondering why there's more screws than there has to be. Brian J. Kelly, hello. Oh, we got an Irish viewer. Then we got a Scottish viewer, Alex Walker. Dude, Ireland and Scotland in the building. What is going on, guys? Ahmed is here. AZ is here. I'm building this little angle cage for one of my cameras that's going to be on a gimbal, and because Instagram and YouTube Shorts prefer 9x16 portrait, people are asking about the guns. You have to shoot them at a portrait mode, right, on your camera. But when it's on a gimbal, not all gimbals have a setting where it tilts the camera portrait. So you have to buy this little angular cage that goes on your camera. And so one of my cameras is going to be, I use on the gimbals. And so for that reason, I'm doing this. We have a ton of questions. Andy G's at work. Big Visk is in North Kakalake. Boracic Time in Eastern England. Yes. Oh, Banbury, England. Carlos. Jose Luis from Peru. Billy Schmidt sipping on some gin and juice. Car Guy is here. Raekwon. Love Wu-Tang, baby. Dude, we got Grundig from Bavaria. Heck yes. We have Comic from Bosnia. Joe Tyson. People are asking me if I have a screw loose. Ha 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 ha. No, but I do. I seriously do. I have to tighten these. I have to see if this even works. Online it said this everyone's using this one on the Sony Alpha series, and we use like exclusively Sony Alphas here. So I'm gonna see if this actually works. Billy Schmidt says, you're worldwide, bro. Dude, I am Mr. Worldwide. I don't care what anybody says about Mr. What's his name? Pitbull, Mr. 305. He calls himself Mr. Worldwide. Dale. No, dude, it's me. It's me, bro. John Buentello from Dallas. Okay, we're gonna see if this. It looks like it. It looks like it might actually work. This is interesting. It looks like it might actually work. This is just crazy enough to work. Oh, Homo Facius from Deutschland. The Limey. Showing off the Union Jack. That makes total sense. Kaiser is here. Good morning, bro. Great. It is great. You doing great. Thank you so much. Alex from Osaka. Konnichiwa. Jersey in the corner is gross. That's a Gronkowski jersey, okay? It's not a Tom Brady jersey. It's a Gronkowski jersey. I also have a Ray Bork jersey right here next to me that you guys can't see. I am a New Englander. I lived there for 20 years. So you can't hate, you gotta participate. All right, baby? New gun guy is here. All right, so far so good. This looks like this will be able to attach on the gimbal sideways. So far, this looks good. What we are going to now do is put the base plate of the gimbal on this side and see if it works. And here's the issue. Do any of you use camera equipment? Please respond. Let me know if anyone here uses camera equipment. Trying not to drop that $5,000 camera. Osmo, it's awesome. T3 time to gimbal. Yeah, baby. No, it's because my Keenan Navot, what's going on? Okay, so the reason I'm focusing on this now is because my Instagram has really blown up, like big time. And so I want to shoot more Steadicam stuff with our gimbals, but the format has to be portrait. Michael says yes. He has an A7 III on a Ronin. Also, he knows what's up. Yeah, we use A7 IIIs, A7 IVs. This one right here is an A7 IV. So one of the frustrating things is now we have to adapt and figure out how to shoot portrait on a gimbal. And not all Ronins and not all Zihuns and stuff have a setting to go portrait. So one of my Ronins does have a setting to go portrait. The Zihun that I have right here does not. So that's why we're using this one with this angle cage. People are asking what I am using or what I'm wearing. GBDH 2001A. If you want to see the review of this, I don't know if one of my, I don't think I have a moderator here. Are my neighbors doing it? No, they're doing construction like right the home over. It is 12:42 p.m. So here's another frustrating thing. When you have a gimbal, it's not as easy as just like putting everything on. You have to adjust everything. So you have to regulate. By the way, guys, while I'm facilitating this part of it, can you wave? Mostly Harmless is waving. Can we wave to the people that didn't show up? Because we're going to get a few thousand people watching this while it's not live. And we need to show them that we love them and that we need to acknowledge them and also hit the like button. There's only 9 likes. What are you guys doing? So now comes the time where we have to adjust this and make it so everything is level. I really should have someone else do this, but I wanted to film today, so I'm going to be the one setting this up by myself. The Limey, I don't talk about any other people. I don't even know what you're referring to. I know who Archie is, if we're talking about Archie Luxury, but I don't know what the drama is, and I don't care to talk about it. More sidekick content. Yeah, that's coming out. Don't worry. How do I get a big mustache? Drink your milk, dude. Just grow up drinking milk. None of this soy milk. None of this cashew milk. Almond milk. None of that. Just drink good old human milk. Titties, straight up. As a bigger guy, how do you rock anything under 40 millimeters? So I think that that's just how a watch should wear. So you can see me. You guys rarely see this part of me. I'm actually jacked. I'm going to take off that G-Shock, and I actually have, it is not set properly. Let me set the time. Let us set the time. Give me a sec. If anybody can guess this watch while it's in my hand, I will tell you a funny joke. Giving it some juice. What watch is this, guys, before I put it on? The back should be a huge hint, by the way. What watch is this? The back should be a huge giveaway. I'll even show you. What is that? It's not the bubble back, but it is my favorite Rolex that I've ever owned. It is my Date 1500. So I took off that huge, enormous G-Shock, and now I'm wearing a 34 millimeter Date. And here's the thing. I have over 7.5-inch wrists. This is just how a regular watch should wear. Sorry, I look kind of frumpy because I was running around all day. Well, all morning. So now, okay, now we're going to try to balance this. This is off camera, so you guys aren't seeing. Are my neighbors doing karate? No, they're doing construction right there. It's karate time! Okay. Let's see if we can actually get this, like, to go properly. Alright, we're gonna try this. How is the bubble back? Actually great. I have it obviously in a different area. I don't keep all my watches in the same place because it's just not totally safe. And I'm gonna pick it up out of where I store some of them tomorrow because I miss it. I made a collar for my dog out of Jubilee style links. He's wearing it at a coffee shop outside. That's actually pretty baller. That's pretty cool. Keenan, yeah, I know. No one likes lefties. It's not my fault. I was born this way. And I'm proud of being left-handed. I think that's badass. I'm still balancing it, guys. Smart watch. Smart idea. I should store my watches. Yeah. At this point, I don't keep my watches like where I live or anything because it just seems kind of sketchy. Lefties or gingers? That's a good question. You guys tell me who gets more respect and who gets less respect. Lefties or gingers? Okay, so do you see what's happening? It is not like level. So I need to level this. Oh God, see, this is what happens when it's not level. It freaks the F out. So we're gonna turn this off. M is lefty. Lefties are mutants. It is what it is. I like being left-handed, man. I like being different. When I was little, it was a little bit frustrating. But truthfully, I actually really enjoy it. You can murder someone with that camera. If you guys have any questions about watches or anything, obviously we can talk about it. Why don't we talk about it? Is Longines the most affordable brand that is still a true luxury brand? I'm trying to think. That's a good question. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I almost got it. I think I literally made an episode like 2 months ago that Longines is like true luxury at an affordable cost. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that for sure. I would agree with that. Your boy got it. Your boy got it. He got it level. Do you see that? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! It's your boy. It's your boy. Shooting level portrait style. Shooting level portrait style. You see that? Can I get a round of applause? Can I get a round of applause in the comment section, please, for like facilitating that in 17 minutes? That is so sick. I'm very, very satisfied that I was able to do that, actually. So now what I do is I have to make notes about where the measurements were. So before I even take this off, I need to make notes about where each plate was in reference to each other. And the cool thing are most decent gimbals have rulers, right? Have measurements. So you can actually write down the measurements of the base plates in relation to each other. And that really helps out when you are like filming and figuring stuff out. So there we go. I did it. We did it. Very happy. All right, we can focus on some questions. Is Breitling quality as bad as people say? Breitling's quality is not that bad. What I will say is pretty much everything went downhill recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if Breitling's quality has gone down. But my Breitling Navitimer is incredible. I absolutely love it. DeBurger, what Alpinist style watch would you recommend for my 6-inch wrist for $1,000? Alpinist style for a 6-inch wrist. The Alpinist is the smallest, like dual crown watch. Like it's 38 mil, so it'd be hard to find one smaller than that. What's your opinion of GMT Alpinist on metal bracelet? I think it's cool, man. I think the watch is overpriced, but I think it's cool. Cool, then. I'll get Longines stuff to sell. Yeah, I recommend Longines stuff to sell. Gimbal Maniac, you're a genius. Thank you, guys. Kaiser says, I hope those who give hate comments finds a life. Yeah, amen. I've been getting a lot of less than respectful comments on in my inbox the last few weeks, which is insane. I'm reading comments, by the way. Left is the best unless it's fountain pen or Japanese. Yeah, I my dad has fountain pens that he can write very well with, but I mean, kind of well with. He's a physician, so his penmanship is pretty terrible. But my penmanship is somehow even worse. And me being a lefty, I've tried to write with fountain pens, and then everything just ends up all over the side of my arm. So it is what it is. M says, but you're such a nice guy. Yeah, see, here's the thing. People don't care about who I actually am. They only care about what I look like. And I look Jewish. And I am Jewish. But because I have a name like Jory Goodman, because I look like how I look, they don't care to explore any further to see if I'm a decent person or not. So because I'm Jewish, I'm public enemy number one, and apparently I'm responsible for the entire conflict that's going on right now, according to my inbox. Now, the overwhelming support and positivity vastly outweighs any of the negativity. However, I will say, in my 7 years of being on social media, I have never in my life encountered this much vitriol. And the things people are telling me, I don't think I can even say on YouTube without getting kicked off. Like horrific, terrible things. So, yeah. Which do you prefer, Nomos or Zinn? Both great companies, great watchmakers that make awesome products. However, Nomos is of the Bauhaus design language, which is very Germanic, very German. And it's not really my cup of tea. Zinn makes watches that are much more up my alley. I really love Zinn, but Nomos makes impressive watches in that they're well made and well thought out and very linear, clear, coherent design language. But I just don't like that type of, I guess I'll say, art style. So the answer would be Zinn for me. Xander says, well, who gives an F about your religion, dude? Shalom. Let's have a beer. Cheers to you, dude. Thank you, guys. Seriously, thank you. Billy says, who cares? Nothing to do with that. Forget any negative vibes. I agree. Mostly Harmless says, spam the comments with love. Thank you. Daniel says, people suck, man. F them. Stephen A says, don't let the anti-Semites get to you. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Nico says, the veil has been removed upon the world's stupidity in the past days. Yeah. Keenan, it's hard times for us now. Well, it is always there, the hardships. Yeah, so I don't try to play the victim card, and I actually, have lived. Who wants to even hear about this? Does anybody want a rant right now? Because I know that this is a Saturday live stream. Green for go, red for no. I'll do a rant. Green, yes. Rant, red, no. T3 time to rant. Michael Perry says no. Young guy says no. Unfortunately, the reds are the greens are outweighing the reds, guys. For those who don't want me to rant, I apologize. Dr. Bob's Nightmare Certified Teeth Rot says, I had no idea you were Jewish. I'm canceling my membership. Just kidding. I love you, man. Thanks. I love you, bro. Okay, so we're getting overwhelming greens. So I'm going to do a mini rant. All right. So growing up, I really, really resented and just despised the stereotypic Jew. And what I mean by that is, you know, in media, first of all, a lot of the comedians that we grew up enjoying, Adam Sandler, you know, Jerry Seinfeld, oh my God, Rodney Dangerfield, and people from that era even, you know, Jews have been very prominent in the entertainment industry, and I'm not trying to get into conspiracy how, oh, they run Hollywood, and they pull the strings of the banking system, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm even talking about. What I'm saying is there's a lot of Jews in popular culture that people enjoy and partake of. The issue was a lot of the times in media, and I noticed this growing up, like I was born in 89, so growing up in the 90s, I would notice that like every time there's like a Jewish character, they would be this like neurotic, nerdy, like, oh, it's kind of humid in here. Can someone open a window? It's kind of humid. I need my inhaler. Like things like that. And it's funny. Like I think that's funny. I think those characters should still exist. I'm not saying that is anti-Semitic, blah, blah. No, like the neurotic Jew archetype is hilarious to me. Continue it. Like Mort from Family Guy, the pharmacist who's like a neurotic Jew, and like Kyle's family in South Park where they're making fun of neurotic Jews. That's all funny to me. Like, continue making jokes about that. I think joking about people's cultures and everything, that's not disrespect, that's celebration. I think it's celebrating people's culture. So when I see like these neurotic Jews, I think it's funny. But yes, people are commenting the Woody Allen type. And growing up, I resented it. I kind of resented it. I didn't have the appreciation that I have now. And I didn't like how I was learning about the Holocaust and everything in Hebrew school. And then, you know, every Sunday I'd go to Hebrew school. They would obviously spend time teaching us about the Holocaust. And then I would be kind of bombarded with the idea that Jews were these kind of like wussy, nerdy, neurotic, Woody Allen, like just annoying stuff. And I wanted to do everything I could personally to not be like that. So I started weightlifting. I was very headstrong. I grew up in an area where I was like one of like 4 Jewish kids, like in my class, like in my school practically. And people, yes, I like AC/DC. I like AC/DC a lot. And I would get in fights. People would make, you know, remarks about my background and stuff, and being some young kid in a place where there wasn't much diversity at all, I had a chip on my shoulder. And there were a few instances in which I got in trouble because of it, because people would say something that I don't appreciate, and we'd get in a fight, and then what happens, and then I get in trouble. That happened numerous times. I was the bane of my parents' existence for a while. But what I'm getting at is I never wanted to be the stereotypic Jew, right? And it's not because I was ashamed of being Jewish. It's because dude, Jews got rounded up and killed in the past. I don't want that to ever happen again. And I don't want that to happen to anybody, first of all. But I wanted to shy away from that archetype of the nerdy, neurotic, wussy Jew that can just get taken advantage of, and I wanted to be some tough, headstrong, rough, like, don't mess with me guy. And then I got into competitive powerlifting and everything and blah, 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 blah. But what I'm trying to say is overwhelmingly, like in my adult life, even my young adult life, I never really encountered any sort of like racism. Like I experienced it through grade school and stuff, like anti-Semitism and stuff like that. But when I moved out back here to LA and I was in my early 20s and everything and throughout my 20s, I never personally super duper experienced it. And it's because, again, I'm not some like I don't make a big deal about me being Jewish. It's a huge part of who I am, but it's not like, you know, I'm not preaching online or anything. And then like it's just interesting how all these years later, I'm 34, I'm making comedy videos, like I'm making comedy videos on Instagram and orological videos on YouTube, and then all of a sudden, out of the woodwork, like people said, the veil has been lifted, and it's just open season on like, oh, you're Jewish, like you're responsible for this, and it is fair game. No one's censoring. So it's crazy because no one's censoring anybody saying the things that they say to me or to other Jewish people or Israeli people. But if I even describe the things they say to me, YouTube will kick me off the stream. 100%. 100%. So, that's just my little spiel, to use some Yiddish. But we will all be okay, guys. All of us. So, it's funny. I spoke to my shrink the other day, and I mentioned that this was happening, and he was like, "Is it wearing on you? Is it affecting your ability to make content and do your career?" And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It's actually not, like, at all. That's like, it's actually really, really funny. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, can someone post my Instagram handle in the chat? It's at _simple_consultant. But if you type in The Time Teller on Instagram, I show up as well. So you guys can all follow me over there. I have like 111,000 followers over there. Yaakov, what's going on, brother? But guys, the thing is, here's another thing that if I have any sort of platform here, I'm going to try to use it for positivity. So here's what I'll say. Unfortunately, because of how media is right now, and because of how I hate when people blame society, but this is a societal issue right now. Because of how the powers that be, have manipulated the populace, we are forced to pick a side, right? And on any issue, you have to pick a side. And the truth is, I don't appreciate fence sitting. Like growing up, I was very black or white. Like it's either on or off. It's either 100% or zero. So I get it. Like I'm very, very, very opinionated. But another thing I've realized as I've aged is like on every single issue, you don't need to, quote, pick a side. You can have your own opinions. You can be passionate about your opinion. You can be steadfast and adamant in your opinion. But you can also respect, show compassion, show understanding and empathy to those who don't have your same opinion or viewpoint. That's something that took a little bit for me, if I could be totally frank. It took a little while for me personally to learn how to do that. And so I don't really super blame other people for not getting it, because it took me to get kind of into my 30s to understand that nuance. But it's very unfortunate because we get all these people who want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of some social change, or they want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, or they want to be part of a movement. They have feelings, they have passion and confusion, and they know something's wrong, something's going on that they don't like. And so they pick a side, and then that's fine that you have your opinions, one side or another. But what they do is then they immediately make the other side an enemy, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with. Yeah, the simple consultant is me. That's me. On Instagram. But it's just insane. And people are saying with no education on the matter, people just proliferate the silliest, most hurtful, inaccurate stuff. And who is that helping? No one. People are saying, yes, that's bro's Instagram account. So I don't know why we have to all of a sudden divide each other. And I know why the powers that be are doing it. They want us divided because if we're all separated in our own little cliques, we're much easier to control, because there's no sense of community, there's no sense of empathy or compassion for people outside of your clique. So if they have us dispersed, we're very easy to control and take advantage of. A large group of people that have a sense of community, that love each other simply for being humans, like in a certain area, if people are cohesive and tight knit with one another, and we respect each other, and we're a large group, we're much more difficult to control and take advantage of. And so, yeah, that is what's going on, by the way. So, if anybody's confused. Yakov, do I sell watches? Yes. TheTimeTellerShop.com, #1 place to find affordable watches, bro. I'm telling you. Watch people don't care about that nonsense. They judge you by what's on your wrist. Zinn versus Damasco. That's a great one. Damasco's very interesting, and they make very good watches. But Zinn still takes the cake. Zinn is so cool. I absolutely love Zinn. Tanner, let's talk about something less controversial. Let's turn it down a notch, okay? Who did you vote for in 2020? That's really funny. Zinn is losing me as prices go up. That's true. Yeah, everyone wants us divided, by the way. So, new Tissot Digital. I think you're talking about the PRX Digital. It's not for me. I really like the Tissot PRX. The PRX Digital is not for me. Man, look at that. 1500, baby. Yeah, Yakov, send me a email, info@thetimetellershop.com. Did you see the rumors for the new Range Man? I think so. World timers are the best because you can wear a flat Earth on your wrist and no one calls you crazy. Amen. Here's my issue with the Tissot digital PRX. It looks like one of the Quartz Crisis-y digital watches, and I think you should just get one of those. Thoughts on Longines in terms of design quality compared to Bradley and Tudor? I think Longines makes more interesting watches than Breitling and Tudor. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I know that's very different price ranges, but I think Longines makes way more interesting watches. Dude, that pulsometer doctor's watch, so sick. Oh, the Hydro Conquest Crown Guards. Send me a picture, New Gun Guy, because I don't know if I've seen. I'm trying to imagine it in my head. Just got sick of Samurai. Do you dig the watch? What about Turtle? They're the best watch I've ever found. So the Samurai is a good watch. It's made very well. It's a solid diver. I don't like it because of the case shape. The crown is really oversized. The crown guards are chunky. That would not be my go-to Seiko diver. Now, the Seiko Turtle is one of the best watches ever. Jacob & Co. or Patek? Patek. Breguet or Vacheron? Vacheron. 100%. That's not even a comparison, to be honest. What's the watch that got away? You saw it for sale, took too long, think about blah, 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 blah. This is going to be crazy to admit. Jean Richard Terrascope. The Jean Richard Terrascope. You guys probably don't even know what that watch is. If anybody knows what that watch is, I'll give you candy. I will mail you a piece of candy. JLC or Zenith? JLC. How's the E36? I'm on the hunt for a ZHP steering rack for mine. Mine, knock on wood. No issues, except for the cooling system, which I made sure to fix that. But other than all the modifications we've done, it hasn't really had to have anything fixed. The cooling system, I saw the temperatures creeping up during the big heat wave over the summer. So I just did a cooling system overhaul, which you should do with every E36 anyway. That's the kind of Achilles heel. Car's been running like a top, dude. 1996 Moonwatch or 1996 Explorer 16570. Bada bing, bada boom. Explorer 16570. That's the Explorer 2 for those of you who don't understand the reference number. That is the one with the red GMT hand and the 40 millimeter case. What's your favorite piece from Holy Trinity if price was no object? Vacheron Overseas, rose gold, blue dial, with the moon phase and the triple date moon phase thing, perpetual calendar, the crazy watch. That one. The bada bing, bada boom. Which collaboration is better, Moonswatch or Blanc Blanc? That's a really difficult question because I hate both of those. Yeah, Stephen A., you know exactly the watch I'm talking about. And I'd get it on the bracelet, not that blue silicone bracelet. Because if money's no object, why not? Just solid gold everything, right? Moonswatch or Blanc Blanc, the 50 fathoms thing. Probably the Moonswatch. I hate both of them. What watch would I pick in the $2,000 to $3,000 range? It's a bit vague because you're just giving me a price and you're not giving me like any type of genre or complication. I'm gonna look at a price real quick. Ooh, the one I want is less than 2K. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. You know what? Oh, dang, I was able to find one. You can find Tudor North flags for just under 3K. You can. You have to do some digging, but you can find Tudor North flags for just under 3K. If you can dig. Tudor North flag. Easily. Do you own a watch that's modded? Yes, I own a modded Seiko that was done for me by 4:44 p.m. My buddy Nathan, he's probably the best Seiko modder out there. Erebus or Long Island, or at those prices, get both. Probably just get both. They're both solid watches from people that you can trust, from people that we know. At that price, why not just get both of them? You think as a noob I should try used Omega Seamaster, or will I get a fake? Probably don't. You should probably go through the time teller. This is a shameless plug, but it's actually, I'm doing this to be helpful. Probably don't buy one yourself. Probably have someone like me find one for you. We do that at the time teller shop all the time. And then you know you won't get screwed buying a fake or a Franken watch. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this one up. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the support on all my platforms and accounts. You guys rock. Just stay positive, regardless of what you are, where you are. Stay positive and just love the people around you. And just think about what I said about the divisiveness and the picking a side and making the other side an enemy. Be kind to one another. Get out of your comfort zone. Tell someone you love them. Tell yourself you love yourself. I'll kick it off. I love each and every one of you. I pray that all of you have a blessed weekend. I hope that everyone is safe, healthy, and happy. And I will catch you on the Monday episode, excuse me. Go ahead, follow me on Instagram. Check out T3 Time to Drive. If each and every one of you can go and check out my dad's channel, The Beverly Hills Shrink, and let him know that he's doing a good job. He's new to the whole YouTube space. He has like over 500 subscribers right now, though. Go ahead, tell him he's doing a good job. I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. And always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Love you guys.